What's up, guys? Here with another little short review. Now, to note, I haven't read this one entirely. I've read at least half of it. But I can tell so far from what I've read, it's very good and catches you within those first um, few pages concerning what's in this little short booklet from Errol Hulse, which is called The Story of the Puritans. And as it is stated on the back, what it is a quote, concise summary of one of the most important eras in church history, when brave, godly men believed and applied the pure truth of Scripture to their lives. They lived righteously and died boldly for Jesus Christ. The story of the Puritans will introduce pastors and congregations to the teachings of the Reformation as it came to maturity in the Puritan movement. The lives and writings of the Puritans have left us a legacy of the transforming power of Christ's truth that echoes down through the ages. So, it's a very good book, little booklet. It starts with what's a long preface showing the relevance of the Puritans. It's still sort of like an introductory page that goes on for about 8 pages, along with an introduction that sort of introduces you inside of it, followed by then, who were the Puritans? And of which it's a very good start. It says, in 1568, there were many congregations of the Anabaptists in London who called themselves Puritans, or the unspotted lambs of the Lord. It has been widely accepted that the word Puritan first came into use in connections with these groups. It was during the Elizabethan period that the Puritans grew increasingly as a distinct brotherhood of pastors who emphasized the great centralities of Christianity, which is faithfulness to Scripture, expository preaching, pastoral care, personal holiness, and practical godliness applied to every area of life. That's just the first half of a paragraph in one of the books, pages. I still got more to learn, I still got more to read, but from what I've read so far and from that alone, it shows that there is definitely a significance and there's a need to understand the Puritans, because it is like the name implies, they were trying to be pure to the faith, and were one of the great figures or great movements of the Reformation, is to get back to the purity of Christianity, to get back to the roots, if you will. And so what you have for the way it goes out, like I said, there's the relevance of the Puritans as well as the introduction. Then you have it into 3 chapters. One being antecedents, which goes over like William Tyndale and the supremacy of the Bible, the role of the martyrs in the crucial ministry of John Fox, the Lutheran and Genevan Reformation movements, especially the example of John Calvin. Then chapter 2 goes to the development of the Puritan movement through the spiritual brotherhood, which takes place in 1558 to 1603. And then, from 1603 to 1662, is the full flowering of Puritanism. That's the 3rd chapter. And it goes over people like James I, Charles I, and Archbishop Laud, the Civil War and the rise of Oliver Cromwell, the Puritan ascendancy, restoration of the monarchy, and the decline of Puritanism. And then it talks about the explanation of the Puritan story, and then the legacy of the Puritans. It's a very good short history lesson type of book. It's only about 30 or 28 pages long, so it's not really too long of a read, and so you can carry it around where you go and just start up a decent reading for. So to me, I think this is a good introduction if anyone is deciding to do study on the Puritans, to look up what the Puritans and the early reformers believed and what they did and how they applied their faith in Christianity. Because I think this is what we need, especially in America today, is that we need this great revival and we need this reformation to the point of being pure in the faith. So that's all I wanted to come on and suggest is, if you haven't already, get yourself a copy of this. You can get it from Chapel Library for free. Just go on and order from there, and you can get yourself a copy of it shipped to you, or read the PDF online, however you wish to do it. But until then, this has been Reformed Christian Apologist. Have yourselves a good day.